Uh-oh, somebody called the local zoo.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a steel cage match. Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 275 pounds, George the Animal Steele.
I'm not even sure the cage can contain this man.
And strolling down the aisle, the opponent of George Steele, Peter Maivia.
Always a chaotic matchup.
His opponent from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 275 pounds, High Chief Maivia.
Steele had better keep an eye on Maivia because Maivia is a true brawler.
Few men can handle the chaos of the animal inside a steel cage, but I believe the High Chief is ready.
Maivia carrying such pride into the ring.
Very stark contrast to Steele.
We'll see which prevails tonight.
High Chief Peter Maivia taking on George the Animal Steele in a steel cage match. Quite a heated history between these two guys.
Yeah, Michael, and I think it's because Maivia is one of the few superstars brave enough to take on the animal. Most of their contests have ended in countouts or disqualifications. Thanks to the cage, we'll get a decisive victory in this one.
Well, that really depends on if a cage can even contain them. The High Chief Peter Maivia really making a name for himself at WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up.
Plenty of championships on the West Coast, but he's made the biggest splash in Hawaii, where he earned multiple tag team titles.
Oh yeah, Maivia is a huge celebrity on the islands. In fact, I've heard some consider him the personification of Maui.
Stops that offense from connecting.
And now he's looking to lock in this submission. Solid grip on this hold, not letting go anytime soon.
Trying to get out of the submission, and does.
Ouch. Headlock applied, toss their opponent. I'll just leave it at this. Nobody comes into a match hoping to get chucked around like that.
George the Animal Steele might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost the match by countout to the High Chief.
In Steele's defense, I'm not sure he knows how to count exactly, or how to read a rule book. So he's got to be happy to be in this cage.
Well, Maivia is called the High Chief in part because of his commanding presence in the ring. He's more than ready. Take off!
Oh! Peter Maivia now with the upper hand.
Yeah, and Maivia has really figured the animal out here.
Stretching and tearing at all the ligaments in the leg.
Two very opposing styles, and he goes for the pin. Early kick out, referee right on top of the action.
These men knew this match was going to be hard fought. Oh, man!
Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian, and the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys, how has he earned the other nickname of the High Chief?
Well, Cole, Peter Maivia is very close to the Anawa'i family. In fact, Peter's considered a blood brother to the patriarch of that clan.
When you add on the fact that Maivia was born and raised in Samoa, you can see the great pride he has for that land and its people in the tribal ink that covers his body.
Getting up on wobbly legs, but he'll soon be put back down. Crash landing. Oof, that's going to echo in your ear for a bit.
Side headlock takeover, nicely done.
Really wrenching it.
When a man like Peter Maivia signs up for a match with the animal, he doesn't know what to expect, just to expect anything in the world.
Peter Maivia knows full well that he's in for some unusual treatment tonight. In fact, Steele often has trouble finding opponents due to his erratic nature.
But when it comes to competition, the High Chief wants to prove he's worthy of that name. Peter Maivia will take on any competitor, no matter the difficulty. In the corner, has to find a way out of there. Face full of turnbuckle.
Top of the elbow.
Maivia overwhelming his opponent here.
And you can see Steele is struggling to weather the storm of the High Chief.
The animal may be wounded prey at this point.
The High Chief closing in from the top.
Diving elbow drop. Are you kidding me?
Takes out the knee.
Gentlemen, we've touched on the differences between Maivia and Steele as competitors. One man based on order, the other on chaos, but it's reflected in their looks, too.
Indeed, Michael. Just look at the sculpted physique of the High Chief. And the tribal tattoos on his body are... He's covering him. He's got him.
And a strong kick out in one.
Not quite enough to put him away.
Stomping. Ouch.
Nobody home. What an impact.
Vicious right forearm.
Jarring European uppercut.
Oh, stiff uppercut. That's not right, but effective.
Peter Maivia very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
George is tied up here.
So much damage inflicted. Does Peter Maivia have this sewn up?
Cover.
And the High Chief defeats the animal.
Here is your winner, High Chief Peter Maivia!
Anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. But the steel cage has finally delivered a decisive victory for the High Chief, Peter Maivia.
George Steele is one tough animal, but the way Maivia faced him